A mother takes a photo of her twin daughters. What the doctor discovers is astonishing. After 9 long months, this mother finally held her twin daughters in her arms, a moment she had dreamed of despite the challenges of her pregnancy. She was overjoyed, feeling like she was on top of the world with her two beautiful girls. But when the twins underwent their first medical examination, something extraordinary was revealed. This phenomenon is so rare that it occurs in just 1 in 10 million sets of twins. I was in complete disbelief when they told me, Olivia recalled, that this happened to my girls. Out of all the babies in the world is beyond comprehension. Olivia wasn't the only one stunned by the news. Even the doctors thought it might be a mistake at first, but the reality was undeniable. Olivia's babies were so unique that they instantly gained worldwide attention right after their birth. When Olivia became pregnant with her twin daughters at the age of 28, her relationship had not been at its best for some time. She often argued with her boyfriend, Brandon, about almost everything, from housework to finances and so on. They always found a reason to argue. It was not a good environment for children, at least that much they agreed on. So, when Olivia suddenly became pregnant, the couple didn't know what to do. Desperate, Brandon did the unimaginable. He left his girlfriend when she was several months pregnant. "I'm not ready to be a father," he said matter-of-factly. It was a very difficult time for Olivia. She never imagined herself raising 2 children on her own, but it was too late for her to picture herself not doing so when she was about to give birth in a few months. Olivia managed to get through those difficult months without anyone's help. In addition to her full-time job, she devoured maternity books like never before. Then came the big day when Olivia felt a sharp pain in her splendonat as she was eating. She knew the time had come. It was time to meet her babies. She quickly hailed a taxi to take her to the hospital. The driver looked at the pregnant woman with a worried expression. "Where is your husband? Shouldn't he be taking you to the hospital?" asked the concerned taxi driver. Olivia shook her head. She was going to do this alone, and giving birth would be much more difficult than she expected. When she arrived at the hospital, she was immediately taken to the delivery room. There was no one to hold her hand or say comforting words in the car. The pain she felt was the worst she had ever experienced in her life. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she felt pain, fear, and every possible emotion. But as soon as she heard the cry of her first child, she knew it had all been worth it. An outpouring of love and relief washed away all the sadness of the past months. When her second child arrived, the whole family was complete, or so they thought. As the 2 babies slept peacefully on Olivia's chest, she finally had time to take a closer look. There were 2 beautiful girls, that much was clear. But while most twins are identical, this wasn't the case with Olivia's daughters. The girl she named Ellie had light hair and eyes, just like both parents, but her other daughter, Anna, had dark hair and eyes. Olivia was confused and stared at Anna for a long time. "Who does she remind me of?" Olivia wondered. Olivia didn't understand how one of her daughters looked exactly like her and Brandon, while the other looked nothing like either parent. But little Anna reminded her of someone else. She looked a lot like Brandon's best friend, Austin. Olivia was shocked to realize this. "This isn't possible, is it?" she wondered. When her relationship with Brandon was faltering, she had looked to Austin for support. He had always been kind to her and managed to bring a smile to her face. But it didn't end there. That night, in shock, Olivia immediately requested a DNA test, but no one could have guessed the result. A week later, the doctor arrived at his office, going through the files. He had the results of the DNA test. Totally distracted, he sat down and looked carefully at the results. "This is unprecedented," he muttered to himself, still looking at the findings. "What is unprecedented?" asked Olivia in confusion. The doctor stared at her as if he had barely noticed she was there. "Your twins are a medical miracle, occurring in only 1 in 10 million cases. The 2 girls who were in your womb for 9 months are actually from different fathers." Olivia was so surprised that she almost fell off her chair. This explained everything. Everyone could tell that one baby was Brandon's daughter, but the dark hair of the other child had to be Austin's. He was the only other man she had ever been with, the only man she had ever shared a bed with besides her boyfriend. Still, she was hesitant to tell him. What would he think of her, she wondered. She decided to contact Austin anyway. He had always been very nice to her, and she couldn't imagine this time being any different. He asked her if she wanted to have coffee with him, but when the day of the meeting arrived, Olivia was very nervous. She'd always had feelings for Brandon's best friend, but she could never act on them. And now, she was suddenly the mother of his daughter. Olivia felt her cheeks flush as she watched him sit across from her, his smile radiating warmth. Taking a deep breath, she began to speak. She opened up about everything: her past relationship with Brandon, the loneliness she had endured, and finally, the story of her twin daughters and their two fathers. For a moment, Austin was taken aback, but he quickly reached out, gently holding her hands. "I'll be there for you," he said softly. "Just tell me what you need, and I'll be by your side." With a shy smile still playing on her lips, Olivia gazed at the man she had always admired. There was one more thing she had to share. As she tried to express her feelings for him, her words became tangled, her voice faltering. But before she could finish, Austin rose, walked over to her, and kissed her tenderly. He had harbored feelings for her for years, just as she had for him, but neither had been able to confess until now. At last, they could be together, ready to build the unconventional yet loving family they had always dreamed of, a love strong enough to last a lifetime. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new one. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you.